Okay, you guys able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, perfect. Okay, so actually, you take any service-based and product-based companies, they will have the two different kind of projects. They will deal with the two different. One is like data science. Generally, these all project comes under these two big platforms, and other one is data analytics. Okay, so let's discuss the data analytics project first. Then it's relevant to more relevant to our courses. So data analytics, for example, you call out one service-based company called Wipro or Infosys, any company. So they have the bigger department first. They called as data and digital. Under this, they have the different layers. Okay, like under this one team called BA team. BA stands for Business Intelligence. Another team called the Data Engineering team. Okay, another team called like data analytics, data science. So based on their convenience, they will give the naming convention. But the overall, this was a big layer, data and digital. Under this, generally they will have the two projects. One is like data science and data analytics. So data science, data analytics, it can be divided into three different phases. So any project, it start with the data first. Got it. So in the phase one, generally, it will talk about the data. So data can be flow into two different ways, right? So one is like it can be file. So for example, I'm working in a small client and they have the data into an Excel, then they will save the file in Excel, then same file I will load in Tableau, then I will develop the graphs. So that is the one process. Another Another side, like I'm working in a banking client, all the customers transaction data stored in data source, then I will get data from data source or data server. For example, for this, so we have MySQL and we have Oracle, and also we have Teradata. So these are the oldest and traditional data sources. You can heard these names last 10, 15 years. And as of now, few people started using the cloud services, and also we going to get the data from AWS environment or Google Cloud, GCP, and also we have MS Azure. So these three are the clouds data source. Most of the organizations started using this. Okay, so comes with the file. For file, you can take call out the example Excel. Okay, so in the phase one, you just will once we got the client requirement, we'll try to understand what was the data source. In the data source phase, we'll just try to bring your questions, and it can be Excel. Then the Excel can be structured data, unstructured data. You need to clean the data. Those stuff we'll discuss in the phase one. This is clear, right? Phase one. You have any questions here? Yes, no, maybe.
So far, no questions.
Perfect. So the next one, once this will be completed, then it comes with the ETL phase. So in ETL, generally we'll do the two steps. One is like data transform. The second one is data modeling. So I will tell you, data transform can be, for example, I have the Excel. Okay. So I got the a file from Excel and it was the retail industry. Let's take Ratnadeep supermarket. and I have certain null values in that. Okay, there was a lot of missing values, missing info. For that, I need to perform certain steps based on the business requirement. That can be data transform. So handling missing values and also remove the unwanted data. I have a lot of all the stores data, but I want to analyze only the store located in motherboard. So I need to use a filter for that. So these are the steps comes under data transform. Okay. And data modeling. Data modeling can be, for example, in banking, especially, if I want to get the complete profile about the customer, I need to join certain tables. The one table, they take example, two tables. One is showcasing your KYC, your know your customer. It will have all your details, and other table showcasing your transactions. So using the account number as a primary key, if I join two tables, I will get complete customer profile. One is showing your KYC versus your transaction details. So this joining process we call as a data modeling, right? It can be multiple tables. For example, last time I worked for Amex card, American Express card. For that, I joined a settlement table versus transaction table. I got the, who are using the more transactions in the customers, like VIP customer, those stuff. But that I used I just joined two tables. So just joining tables from different tables, those kind of stuff we call as a data modeling. So what we can do here, if for example, I got a requirement, but a requirement suitable data comes from two different tables. To bring the two tables into one single environment, you will join and you will clean the data, you will perform those steps. These all steps will perform in the ETL. Okay, so ETL also will use certain tools. For example, 5 years back, people started using Informatica MDM. If you heard this was a tool they used to have the as a ETL tool, but as of now, most of the organization within Hyderabad, anywhere like Altics, they're using, in very large way, because these are the one of the best tool for performing the all the ETL steps. Okay, so this was the ETL stage. Next, you can try to understand this roadmap. First, you got the data, then you clean the data in the ETL phase. And what will do? The clean data will load into Tableau. So phase 3, what we can do here, this was a phase 3. You just, this was the generally we called as a BI step. And in the BI, this is for just for an idea. In BI also you have certain tools like we have Tableau, and we also have Power BI, and we do have ClickSense. Okay. So as of now, all banking clients are very high sensitive, who are maintaining high sensitive data. By default, they will use Tableau, because there was a certain data governance and data securities. They will have the lot of security layers in a Tableau server or Tableau environment. That's why all the big clients, they used to have the Tableau only. So Power BI, it's a Microsoft product. The only advantage is that it's next version of Excel, and also the license cost bit low compared to Tableau. And level 3 companies, they will use Power BI as well. So ClickSense, this is only meant for healthcare industries, and it's not user friendly. That's why they don't have that much of market. Okay, so these are the three different BI tools. This is just for FII. So if anyone asks like who is your Tableau competitor and all, you can just call out these three uh, tool names. Okay. So once you got the data from ETL Alteryx, you will load here in the Tableau, and will develop the visualization dashboards. After that, you will publish into Tableau server, So once you publish your dashboard into server, it will generate one URL. Okay, you call URL a link. The same link you can share to your client, then that's how you can access to your dashboard. So this was the overall roadmap of data analytics projects. Okay, any questions over here?
Is there any coding is there?
No coding, no coding. Uh, I can say no coding, but like there was a small logics, 1-2 lines logic will like if else statement, case statement will used to write, but it's not a big deal. I will tell you how to write best way.
Okay.
Yeah, there is no coding here, but you need to understand the requirement and execution process. It's very easy. In Tableau, there is no high technical person is required, but you need to understand the business and requirement. Then execution, it's very easy. So that's a challenge. Okay. So this is all about the data analytics project. So data science, somehow in between after phase two, we have the one more step over here. Uh, you know, the phase three. What happened like after cleaning the data, for example, this can be phase four. For example, I just launched one new product in the market and I want to understand. I got some feedbacks from customers, and I want to understand whether the feedback, you know, based on the customer view, few people will write 10 lines, few people will write 2 lines, like kind of movie reviews. So overall, I need three outputs, whether the feedback was positive or negative, it's a neutral. So those kind of stuff will do the sentiment analysis. There was a one algorithm you can perform on the sentiment analysis. So those kind of stuff you can perform here as a Python, using the Python over here. Okay. And the result output you want to showcase, then again we'll use Tableau only. Okay. So before that, for example, I want to run an algorithm. To run any algorithm, to perform any algorithm, the data should be certain standardized and certain structure. Then only you will get the good result. Okay. So what they can do in Python developers, 5 years back, they used to spend a lot of time on the data cleaning things. Like they will use libraries, NumPy and Pandas. They used to spend a lot of time to remove the null values and to handle the missing values, those stuff. So, for example, they spend 10 days of time for cleaning the one single Excel file. The same activity will complete in single day in the ETL. So that was Alteryx. Though that much of advanced tools we do have in Alteryx. So that's why like even data science team also started using Alteryx for a data cleaning activity. Okay. Yeah, this was the overall picture of data science and data analytics projects. Okay, mostly in all service-based companies, they will follow this way, and in product-based also it will be similar. But a few product-based like JPMC or Bank of America, they have different naming convention. That's it. Okay, so this was a quick background, and the Tableau tool will look like this. So this was the Tableau, and it will left side you have the certain options like. As I said, the data can flow into two different ways. It's a file or a server. This was a file, whether it was the Excel or server. So for our demo, I'm just using the Excel file. I'm just clicking here. So once I will click here, it will ask like which file you would like to select. You just need to select the file where it is located. Okay. You have any questions till now?
Mm.
Okay. So you can install this. After that, I will tell you how to install. Just give me 1 second. It's not responding.
Is it a free login or do we have
It's
any?
a free only. It's a free only. You will get 14 days of trial version, and after
Okay.
that you want to activate this, then you can get the student license. You can apply for a student license. It's easy to apply. So you can just have the active student ID card. Anyone's your friends or someone, you can just upload that. You will get 1 year free license.
Yeah, yeah. My son is a student. He's doing his master's in AI. Maybe.
Mhm. Yeah, you can just use that. It will work. And also you'll we'll have the server as well, 14 days trial. So one single Gmail ID we can practice 14 days in Tableau server as well. So we'll perform certain steps in Tableau server, like publishing dashboard, scheduling. Will not do any manual steps. For example, um, my project, I developed one dashboard and it's on maintenance. My client want to see every week the latest data. Last week sales should be appear in the dashboard. For that, I need to refresh every week, Monday morning. So what I will do, I will just schedule the workflow in Tableau server. So automatically it will schedule in Tableau server environment. Just give me 1 second. I don't know. Oh, three different sheets. We called the sheets or tables, anything is fine. So this was a file I loaded under my Tableau repository. After I downloading, this folder will automatically generate. Inside this, you have all dependent files. There was folder name called data source, and this was the file I'm using. I just loaded in Tableau. Okay. So once you load it, it will ask you to, have the tables over here. Like if you want to perform, for example, I have three sheets. If I want to join orders to returns or people, this was the Amazon data. I mean, like you have certain details about the Amazon only. I will just. So this was a row ID. It's simple serial number of row, and order ID. It was a unique order ID, and order date when he ordered the product, ship date. It can be delivered, and ship mode. We have the ship mode as well. So based on the like premium or normal customers, they have certain ship mode. Whether it can be standard class or first class or same day, or we have customer detail segment. This was completely US data, and city was Austin, and this was a Texas. All the details we have product name and sales. Okay, all order details you have here, and this was a return products. This was the people. People is nothing like a managers. So they have four regions in US, and based on the regions they allocated the managers. These are the four managers they allocated. For example, I have order ID over here. In orders table also, I have order ID. Okay. Using this order ID, this, I can join these two tables, two sheets, right? Orders with returns. So at least, okay, let it put this way. So I have order ID here, the same order ID. In here also I have same order ID. Using VLOOKUP in Excel, okay, can I bring the sales over here? Can I bring sales in here? Here, just can I perform VLOOKUP? Anyone having Excel knowledge? No? At least say no, yes, maybe.
No.
Yes.
No, okay. So yeah, Excel, that was the minimum expectations. Every analyst can have this knowledge, at least for lookups, right? We have VLOOKUPs, HLOOKUPs, and certain data validation tools like finding duplicates. This stuff you should know. When we'll use this Excel, validating the data. You heard this word QC part, quality check? No?
No, I never heard.
Okay. For example, I developed one dashboard in Tableau. Okay. For example, I'm just creating one graph. So I'm just creating, category. I have category and sales. Okay. So this was the sales. So let's have the bar graph. This was the bar graph. Okay. I have certain sales over here. Uh, inside the category, I have furniture, office supplies, and technology. So whether this was the numbers, 7,43,000. Before publishing these numbers to the client, we need to validate these numbers, right? You need to cross check with your input data. So that's a QC process. So for that, generally we'll use Excel. So whenever you got the new development, so for example, I got the new development and Vamshi is my client. So before I just developed and everything is set ready, I need to publish and share the link. That's the only step pending with me. So before that, what I will do, I will just all the numbers, whatever the numbers I'm showcasing in the dashboard, I will just cross check with the original data set. This was an important step. Okay. So that's we call the QC check. QC check can be based on the high sensitivity. It can be two ways. One is like I will develop my dashboard, I will check myself. That is a one way. Other way, four I check. For example, I develop the dashboard. Behalf of me, my colleague Vamsi can check, right? So this was kind of a four I check we called our peer view. Okay. So this also very important. For that, you need to have the, at least basic knowledge of Excel for that. Okay. So as simple as that, I just developed the bar graph over here. So developing the graph, it's very easy in the Tableau environment. Okay. For example, I want to create one map and where sales have the highest sales in the US. So for that, I just what I'm doing, I'm just double clicking on the state province. It will take some time to load the data. Okay, so automatically it will generate latitude, longitude, the coordinates. Okay, so as I said, this complete data belongs to US. So here by default, wherever if I'm operating from India, I will get India location. If I'm operating from different country, I will get those location. You just need to change that location. It will just give you the this error view. So what I will do, I will just click on this error message 59 unknown. Just click over there, edit location, and in place of India, you can just type here. In place of India, you can just type United States. I got this. So what I'm doing now, I need to have the states, which states having the more sales. For that, what I'm doing, I'm dragging sales to color box. Okay. And I got this, but I want to have the state names and sales as well. So for that, what I'm doing here, state names can be label and sales also goes to label. Now you guys tell me, this was the color legend. Okay. If you have the lesser sales, it will be the light blue color. You have the more sales, it will be thick dark blue color. Using this color legend, now you tell me which state having the highest sales?
California.
California, New York.
That's right. Okay. So using the Tableau, you can develop this much of advanced graph. So easily, after seeing this snapshot of state map or map view, they can understand easily without seeing any numbers. We have the good sales in California, New York. This much of advanced graphs we can develop in Tableau. Okay, I didn't use any coding. I didn't use anything. I just use drag and drop and selecting the certain options. That's it. Now you understood how easy it is.
But the
Only
data is already in the software. That is the reason we can drag it, right? That's what you mean?
no, you can use any data. I say like
Any data.
I
Okay.
I just used this data. Sample superstore, the data belongs to US. For example, recently I work for Greece, right? I can use Greece data. If I want to generate a Greece map, then in place of US, you can just select Greece over there. That's it. That's the only one change.
Okay.
Okay. You will go to edit location, country region. You can just change your country name here, Greece. That's it. Okay. Similarly, for example, I want to develop one pie chart using the regions. So for that, I want to understand which region having the more sales. So what I will do, you have show me over here. The show me can help you. So based on your selection, it will suggest some of the graphs. Okay, you selected one dimension and one field. This we call as a dimensions, all related to string values. Measures can be all related to numbers. You see discount, number, profit, quantity sales. These all are numbers. We call in Tableau terms, we call as a measures. Okay. These graphs now all are inactive. Now I'm just holding control. I'm selecting region and the sales. Now you see it highlighted certain maps like based on your selection, you can these three also suggestible and also bar graph and pie chart. I'm just selecting the pie chart. Okay, it's look like a smaller. I'm changing the view mode. It's a standard. I'm changing to entire view. I got this. And also like I want to have the region names. For that I'm just dragging to label and sales. Okay, now you tell me which region having the highest sales. It's a bit harder, like you need to compare the numbers. The easiest way, what I will do, instead of this big number, I will convert this to percentage. After that you can tell me which region having the highest sales. Now tell me which region having the highest sales.
West.
West. The followed by next, second position.
East.
Yeah. The lowest sales was south, right? Yes. So I developed two graphs. One is like map view, one is this. For example, my customer want to see the 5 years historical sales, how the company is performing last 5 years. For that, generally we'll use line graphs. In the stock market, you see on frequent basis the line graphs. So what I'm doing, I'm just taking the order date and the sales. I'm selecting quarter. Now you see starts from 2020, ends from 2023. This was the company performance, ups and downs. Okay. So if anyone want to see the historical sales, then by default we'll use line graph. So as of now, I got the 4 different graphs. Okay. Let's create the dashboard. The dashboard, you will just place all individual graphs in one place. Okay. This way. Yeah. I just got the one graph and next one also I'm dragging here. Okay, I got the map and below I want to see the pie chart. This was a line. So this was a dashboard look like. So we have the bar graph category level sales. This was representing the map and this was a region sale. This was a historical sales. So this was a dashboard. Okay. Assume that this was the final dashboard. After that, what we'll do, we'll go to server in the top. You can just click on the publish workbook. It will publish into server. As of now, I don't have credentials. We need to create the credentials. Then I will show that one only, that one also, like server part, how to create the server, how we will publish, what are the activities we'll perform in the server, those stuff. Okay. So this is all about the Tableau. Any questions?
Sir,
Yeah, please.
which topic you will cover, sir, in SQL and Tableau?
Yeah, SQL, I will not cover anything, but I will tell you certain functions, which one will use on frequent basis.
Hmm.
Okay, so in Tableau, we'll use certain logics. Okay, I'm telling you in perspective of Tableau, you used to write the basic coding. I will give you the complete knowledge about that.
Hmm.
For example, here, if I want to write certain logical statement, so we'll use certain if else statement. I will make sure that everyone can write, I will ask like one day, Pratibha can share the screen, Pratibha can write this logic, one day Vamshi, Deepa, like that. So make sure that everyone can understand logic, they can write by their own. So this part I will tell you as a Tableau prospective developer. Okay, in SQL, generally we'll use join functions and group by. I will give you the knowledge about that as well. So no need to worry about that.
Hmm.
Any more questions?
Mm, what are the expected packages for different experience?
Yeah, good question. Who's there? Vamshi?
Yeah, it's me.
Okay. So it's completely based on the experience, right? For example, you have 2 years, and if you put 2 years, then it will be around 6 to 8 cap. So for data analytics platform, you have very good packages. The only this platform have the good packages and good future as well. For example, someone's like 12 years experience, and they will climb 4 years, 4 to 5 years, and they will go to lead position, and they have the different packages altogether, like 20 plus those stuff. So it's purely based on your years of experience.
Okay.
But as per the market cap in this platform, you will get a good package. That's I can assure you.
But however, if you have from some prior experience into a different domain, like you're shifting to this to Tableau,
Yeah.
so my previous experience get counted or like similar
Yeah.
experience in Tableau, which will be taken into account.
No, it's like how you are managing. For example, you're working on the maps. Okay, so you can also tell that there was one more project I'm simultaneously working. My 40% bandwidth will goes into this project, and we also same thing will representing in Tableau as well. How many map projects and map related things you can also claim that one. No one will check how you are managing, how you are explaining to the in interview process. That's important. Preparing the resume and in your different experience, how you are converting to in Tableau. So that was important, but
And
it can be possible.
okay,
Yeah.
so going forward, what is the like career path which was Tableau?
Yeah, so first you will get like if it is entry level, it's in it will be like a developer position. After that, kind of SME role kind of thing, wherever team can start, you can help, and then lead position. After that, you have to manage the projects. Manage the project end to end, start from the requirement to final delivery, and after that, like as usual, like different same hierarchy, like after manager, VP, those stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, no. If you want to transition, like if you want to scale up further, like what are the different technologies we can choose, like in addition to Tableau, not to upskill or like
In
any other parallel technologies which we can learn along with Tableau. Like,
all tricks can be added advantage if you know all tricks, and little bit of SQL.
oh, oh,
Yeah.
Gopal,
okay.
related to this, the same question.
Uh-huh.
Tableau, you cover Tableau CRM too, or just Tableau? Like
Just
cloud,
Tableau.
just
Yeah,
Tableau.
just
So
Tableau.
that is
Yes.
totally different, Tableau CRM?
Tableau CRM, it's not different. Like it's similar to this. This
Mhm.
was developed by Salesforce only. For example, Tableau CRM, it's like if you want to customize anything, customize the data, then they can use that. And that was a different application, but I will give you the high level glimpse how it will be used.
Yeah, yeah.
Uh,
Actually, I learned Salesforce previously, like
that's
four
right.
years
Yeah,
ago. My
that's right. So
certification.
who are part of Salesforce, then they will and frequently they will heard this Tableau CRM and
Yes,
all.
that is
It,
the reason I was thinking it's almost similar, the pages too.
correct,
Like I can
correct.
the graphical, tabular forms, everything. So I'm
Yeah.
just wondering, like both are same or what it is. Yeah.
It's slightly different, but CRM more prospective of customization.
Okay.
Yeah.
May you know like in, which industries Tableau is used the most? Like, is it
A lot of industries. Once in Hyderabad, like I worked, companies like Bank of America, JPMC, Deloitte, all big organizations they will use. Mostly all banking investment banks like Wells Fargo, these all are.
yeah?
And for clients service based prospective, Accenture, Wipro, Infosys, everyone using. So
Okay.
Power BI level 3 companies they will use because the license cost was for maintenance was monthly $10, but whereas Tableau having the almost $100, so that's why they will not afford this much of maintenance cost. Small organization like Ace Technologies,
Yeah.
Parexel, those kind of level 3 organization they will use Power BI.
Okay.
Yeah.
But thanks, Gopal.
Yeah, Vamsi. Any more questions?